Marvel fans, welcome back to Tori Talks TV. I'm Tori.
And I'm Dr. S.
In this video, we'll be discussing Ms. Marvel's finale episode called No Normal.
No normal.
There is no normal. Okay, well, what did you think of this finale episode?
I thought they did a very good job of wrapping it up and giving us a tiny hint of what's to come.
Yeah, I was a little worried because it seemed like the penultimate episode was kind of the end.
It was kind of a double finale, right?
Yeah.
Because it was the finale in Pakistan and the story of, you know, the veil and that Najma, sacrificing herself to give powers to Kamran and close the whole, whatever, the tear.
Yeah.
And then, and then we got a second finale with the DODC.
We were so spoiled.
Double finale.
Yeah, right. Well, the DDC is a pain in the butt. And they're after Kamran.
Mm-hmm.
And Jerkface Agent Deever enters that mosque without taking her shoes off. And I want to smack her in the face.
Oh, she was really making me crazy. So now there's a division in the DODC, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now she's the bad one. And she has a mullet, I just realized.
I didn't know.
Mullet style of hair.
Hey, girl, whatever.
Yeah, but I really like that mosque scene because I like the way Ms. Marvel has been sneaking in these like critiques of like American culture and how, Muslim people are targeted and under surveillance. And they do it with the kind of humor too, like how everyone just flashes their ID at the same time. And Sheikh Abdullah is like, this isn't our first rodeo.
Yeah.
That's so good. Like such a good little critique with humor.
Yes. You know what we get to see a lot of in that community is community.
Yes.
They support each other, and that's one of my favorite things is when they all want to help out. And I also love that because they're not fooling anybody. Like the family knows that she is whatever. She doesn't have a name yet, but I love named. Yes, I love, and then I love that they even make fun of the Pakistani. How like if you tell the mother, everybody's gonna find out eventually.
That was such a cute little scene at home and her giving the announcement, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
no way, really?
Yeah, and to me, it's a little. Oh, okay, all of a sudden your mother-daughter relationship is perfect, but it still kind of warmed my heart.
Yes, Muniba has not been my favorite character, her mother. I mean, she's a mother, and you can't fault her for how she is parenting, but I just haven't liked how dismissive she was to all this, but, I mean, it's a big idea, but she's the one that gives her the suit. You see the support.
That gave me a little misty eye, because, you just saw it come around, like she's changing, and it was really sweet.
I know, and you're right, it's unrealistic, but we have other things to worry about.
We gotta wrap it up, though.
That they mended that up. Also, like Nakia and her just like magically make up. It's really fast, but good. Why should we dwell?
Yes, exactly. Why do we dwell? Like you make a mistake,
it happened,
you admit it, and you move on,
and then
do better later.
And know better, do better.
Yeah,
right.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
you're right.
Let's all do that.
It doesn't need to drag out.
Actually, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Now that I just came to that realization in this moment. Seriously, it's fine. I would love to have that with my mom, actually.
Wouldn't it be that?
Maybe I was just resentful.
Maybe we just learned from this.
I know.
Maybe this
Call my mom after this.
You should. Let me know how it goes. All right. So they're bothering Kamran, and there's Bruno there to help Brian. Yes. Bruno. Yes. And I love that because that's like a supportive relationship as well, which, he started off a little weary of him and maybe jealous of him, but he's all in. Anything for Kamala.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Yeah. So she shows up. There's a little bit of a reunion there, which I love. But Kamran needs to learn how to control his powers. And it's like eating him alive, like literally.
I know. I felt bad for him because all of a sudden he received them. He didn't know why. He didn't know what was happening on the other side with his mom dying.
Right.
And then he just has to is forced to use them because he's being hunted down by the DODC. So I did feel bad for him because Kamala had training.
Yeah.
She had a little downtime.
He was just thrown into it.
Yeah, so I don't blame him. And I like how Marvel always has the kind of ambivalence with their main characters. No one's purely good and purely bad. And there's side effects, collateral damage to all of their powers.
Yes, exactly. Well, Kamala calls on an old friend, Kareem of the Red Daggers, to get Kamran out of the city by way of the harbor. I kind of am too, and I feel icky about it because I'm a lot older than that kid.
Yes.
But he's totally down to help.
He's such a nice guy.
I know.
Just a spirit of acceptance and forgiving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the themes going on here. Yes. Okay, so they must devise a plan in where else? A high school. They're
the plans. Okay. I love that it's the bookend of the plan. Because remember, episode 1, the plan to go to AvengerCon, and now this is the plan. I love the chalkboard. I love the interaction. So good.
I love that Zoe is on board to help. Too. And her brother Amir.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Who she feels like was just sent by the parents to like look out for her. Which it reminds you, she is really only in high school.
She's only in high school. I know, exactly.
So, but I like the addition. And then of course Nakia is there, and then it's on. And you know, I have said, and I will always say, I don't like big, long, drawn-out fight scenes. And this one made it really palatable for me, someone like me, this whole sequence of events.
Well, because it was creative. Yeah. And it wasn't really, at least on the kids' side, it wasn't to kill anybody. It was more like, let's distract them and stall them because there's no way we can beat them. You know, they have these crazy guns. Yeah. But the way they did it with that, like, foam science thing... So, yeah, I didn't know that was a thing, but I watched it twice today, and then the second watching was with my kids. Oh. And as soon as it happened, my older son goes, elephant toothpaste.
Excuse me?
And I said, what do you mean? He goes, science. Like, do you guys know about this?
Is this common
Elephant
sense?
Toothpaste. And then my younger son said, devil's toothpaste. Are these just things? Apparently, devil's toothpaste is not real, but elephant toothpaste is.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're...
Wow.
They must learn this on YouTube or at school.
Oh, gosh. Those kids are so smart. Well, so there's something that juicy that happens between Kamala and Kamran. They almost kiss, but Bruno interrupts, and he doesn't look happy about it. His face. I still don't know what to think of it. Does he like her in a romantic way, or is it like, oh, he's taking away my best friend? I don't know what to make.
I think that they are teenagers, and their feelings are maybe not as black and white as... we are trying to put upon them. Yeah. Like, we don't need to label it because I think they're exploring. Because, I mean, she has a lot of admirers.
I was just going to say, there's a lot of people that like her.
Yeah. She's got choices if she wanted anyone. But I think she just wants to fight crime, fight bad guys.
That is her calling, and that's what she should focus on. All right. Well... it's a really sad moment when Kamran realizes that something's wrong. Something happened to his mom, and she just like kind of has to kind of say it without saying it. But what I thought was kind of fascinating is that he uses that pain and anger to channel his powers. Yeah. And he gets a little out of hand, but it's like you feel with it's like all fake special effects, but like you feel his power through his, crystals?
What are those?
Geodes? I know. I don't know what
they are. He doesn't want to hurt all the innocent people. Yeah. But, he felt really bad when the car almost hit the bystanders and then she stopped it. Yes. Yeah. And then when we were coming at, like, our friends in the van, I was like, no.
And she kind of talks him down and then makes a little hole so he can get out and say,
I was like, what are you doing?
It all does happen so fast. And for someone like me who will get total ADD or squirrel, thank you for keeping it moving along. But yeah.
I just loved when she said, embiggen.
Embiggen.
Embiggen. Is that an actual word?
What is that?
To just make myself big?
I like it.
I didn't know that was a verb, but I like it. I'll take it.
Well, he escapes, and he meets with Cream. So, hey, this is the start of a beautiful friendship.
I wonder if we'll see them again.
I don't know. But, okay, moral of the story is they defeat the stupid Department of Damage Control, and she gets in trouble. So, I know they'll be back, whatever, but it all ended peacefully, and I just have to say about this Muslim religion is, like, do you notice there wasn't a lot of, like, guns? Like, the Department of Damage Control, they had their little guns. They seemed a little more of a peaceful, and then the surrounding her.
Yes, I love that.
It's beautiful. I loved it. I love that they highlighted that. And then later on, Kamala is sitting with her dad, and we all learn, including her, that her name in Urdu means Marvel. And he's the one that says, you're Miss Marvel. Ms. Marvel.
So cute.
I didn't know it was going to be just like that.
I didn't either. I know.
Does Kamala Harris know this?
Right?
Right? I don't know. And does anybody with that name know that? That's pretty special. Okay. So then it's 1 week later. The kids are being kids. Bruno comes up with Cameron's car. Nice car. Nakia's there.
That was so funny, that little exchange about the car.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I loved that. Yeah. And, but, Bruno slips a little information in about how her powers are a genetic mutation. But then she's just like, okay, cool, let's go. It's all so, like looked.
But it is a big deal.
It is a really big deal.
Yeah.
And she just like, it's like she doesn't want to talk about it. She's like, can we just be kids and go for a ride?
She's like, it'll just be another label, which I thought that was like another thing where like, you know, she don't want to be labeled and like, you know, like kind of like Muslim identity is a label, but then also mutant is a label.
Right.
But you know about X-Men, right?
No.
Okay, so I kind of forgot about this, but my husband reminded me, thank you very much, your brother, that all the X-Men are mutants.
Oh.
So this is the first mention of any Marvel superhero besides X-Men being mutations.
Did they just plant a seed?
And then it's not even like vague, because I guess in the soundtrack there's the theme song for X-Men 97, which is a reboot of the 90s cartoon X-Men.
What?
And that's going to be on Disney Plus like in the near future. So yeah, so you know, the whole multiverse, it's like all crossing and all that stuff. So X-Men is I think hasn't been in MCU yet, but then we did in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness see Dr. Charles Xavier, who's from X-Men, but in one of the multiverses, not in our universe or our universe. So there's like planting the seeds of like, you know, universes colliding.
Well, I'm still trying to figure out why Pietro in WandaVision, my brother,
so that was
the X-Men
exactly.
Pietro.
See, so it's hot. It's been happening. They're like, because this is like MCU like phase 4 or whatever. Because ever since like, well, with Loki there was like the timeline, you know, the timelines, and then like the multiverse and Spider-Man opened up all this can of worms in like No Way Home. So all bets are off. Like anything Marvel is gonna be MCU soon. All these other TV shows that were not like canon have come to Disney Plus now, so you never know. So
this is exciting.
It's a lot of stuff.
This will be a never-ending thing, and I'm okay with it. I'm here for it. Okay, so they wrap this up with a nice little bow, and then we get a post-credit scene, which I was totally anticipating, and I'm gonna need you to explain it.
Okay, because I'll try.
Kamala, I'm sorry.
It's hard.
Kamala's bangle lights up. She is like sucked into the closet, but then out comes Captain Marvel,
who you know.
I do know.
Her idol. I
saw the poster in her room. I got it.
Well, you saw the movie.
I did see the movie.
Yeah, so that's her.
She's amazing.
Yes, she's super cool. Brie Larson. I love her.
Brie Larson.
Okay, so she goes into the closet, and then out comes Captain Marvel, and she's like, oh, no. Like, something bad happened. It looks like Captain Marvel was in the middle of something, and then some switcheroo happened.
Okay.
Like, to me, it was kind of Freaky Friday-like, but not like that. But something like that. So maybe Kamala is where Captain Marvel is, and she probably isn't equipped to do what Captain Marvel is doing.
Okay.
And now Captain Marvel is in Jersey City, in a room with her picture all over the place, and probably the Marvels will explain that.
Because it says we'll see more of Ms. Marvel in The Marvel.
I can't wait. But it's not till 2023.
Oh, Lord.
I know. It's okay.
It's okay.
I can wait.
This was quite a ride. This seemed like it went really fast. I know it was a weekly show, but it was like everything was exciting, and they did such a good job. Jumping locations can sometimes be tedious to like
so
the viewer.
Beautiful.
It's great.
I mean, this show, the visuals, like with the integration of like the text messages and the comic book aesthetic, but coming alive.
Yeah.
And then from like the plans on the chalkboard,
thought bubbles,
going to Pakistan, and then the music.
Oh, the music.
Oh my gosh.
I became such a fan.
Obsessed. Yeah. And then even the end credit, every opening credit where it would say Ms. Marvel was different every week, I think. And then the end credits the same. Like you just had to watch it to see like what they would add that was different.
Oh, yeah.
It was art.
Visually stunning.
I hate the finales of these Marvel Studios TV shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get really sad the day that it's the finale.
They have so much content though. Like there's so much more to see. In fact, there's a new show coming out called She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. And it stars one of my favorite people in the world, Tatiana Maslany.
Yes, and Jamila Jamil, who I love as well.
And just an amazing activist.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
I love her. So that comes out Wednesday, August 17th. We're going to review it. Are we not?
It's really soon.
Yeah, how can we not?
Don't have to wait very long at all.
No, I am so excited about it. So definitely stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching. We are reviewing other shows as well. Only Murders in the Building, which is so good this season. Oh my gosh, we watch Evil. I don't know if you've heard of it. If you haven't, go check it out. It's amazing. We review that every Sunday. Thank you so much for going on this ride with us. We can't wait to talk about this episode and also She-Hulk Attorney at Law. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see you then. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.